So in this world, there are more than 200 religions. Even though God is only one, not two, not three, not more, the way we learn and understand and do devotion to worship the same person, same God, is different in different religions. Every religion has a unique purpose. So there are different levels of approaching the same Supreme Lord. Every religion gives spiritual knowledge. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says that to obtain spiritual knowledge, tat vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshyanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshinaha. So what this Bhagavad Gita is saying is, because we cannot really understand by our own brain about God. It's just impossible. It's not possible. First of all, we are in the material world. So we need help. So we cannot assume that we can do ourselves. This is the problem. That's the ego. So what Lord Krishna is saying is just to try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. He is called Guru, and we call him as Gurudeva with respect. And what are we supposed to do? Inquire from him submissively. First of all, we should not think that, like our Gurudeva is ordinary person. It's not ordinary person. Because the Lord himself is actually empowered these, our gurus to really give us this knowledge. So, because they are self-realized, they can impart the knowledge and so that's what the sloka is saying unto us, because they have seen the truth. They have seen the truth. So, we must ask relevant questions. That is what we are actually going to be covering today. Relevant questions. How? In a humble mood. If we think that we know everything, we won't get anything. This is the problem. This is ego. So, if we are not humble, we are not going to get the knowledge. So today, the focus of today's Harikatha is about this putting 11 questions. And today, actually, the way that we are actually positioning today's Harikatha is to take care of the children, actually. Children and also those parents who are new. And so this way, the children are also part of our they can also understand, because the high subjects are only on Saturday. That also probably now it is going too high. So we have to probably bring it down. So this is very, very basic, 11 questions. So to that, I'm just going to start playing this one. There are 11 questions in this one. So we always start with questions. So these questions, and only we can actually be answered by real Guru. And that Guru, what does he do? He gives us sambandha. So he is the only one who can actually connect us to Krishna. So the sambandha is given by Guru. Then he actually also tells us what to do. That is how it is ending. What to do, that is a sadhana. Sadhana means devotional activities, chanting, worshipping deities, and and there are 9 angas of bhakti. They are all sadhana. Shravanam, kirtanam, smaranam, padasevanam, marchanam, vandanam, dasyam, sakyam, atmanivedanam. Like that, we have those 9 angas of bhakti. They are all the sadhanas. So we have to do. So that is a sadhana, which is how we can achieve the end result, which is the Krishna, achieving, reaching Krishna. So that is the prayojana. So now we are in the very first grade. These are just asking questions only. Am I the body, O Gurudeva? Srila Prabhupada's very first teaching, he actually was like this: you are not the body. You are a spirit soul. That is where we start. Almost in every lecture, this will come in his teachings. Because even though he came to give the highest, but because in the Western world, people are not really that up to that, so he had to start from very first, very low. So that is, you are not the body. That is why he always says that. So then our Gurudeva came to give the next level knowledge. So the bodily concept and designations must go away. So what do people think? I am a man. I am a woman. I am a doctor. I am a rich man. I am an Indian. I am an American. I am a African. I am a Brahmin. I am the CEO. I am a doctor. I am the president. They are all fake. This is not our identification. Our real identification is that we are a spiritual soul who came from Krishna. We are part and parcel of Krishna. So all these kind of designations that we think, they are all fake. Because these are all fake, there is the word in Sanskrit is Maya. That is Maya. Maya means something which is not. Now we try to take care of the body in so many ways. But Kulashekar Alvar in Mukundamala Sutra, he says, Idam Sariram Parinama Peshalam Padatti Avashyam Satasandhi Jarjaram Kim Aushadam Prichati Muda Durmate Niramayam Krishna Rasayanam Piva. Mukundamala is saying, Kulashekar Alvar saying, this body and this beauty will go away very soon. And at last the body must face the death. And what is this body comprises of? Jarjaram. Sarjaram means Satasandhi Jarjaram. Sata means hundreds. Hundreds of joints. Remember, we have joints. Everywhere they all joint. So all kinds of pieces. This body has a lot of components. So many components. And they are all connected through with joints. And then there is a skin on the top. And what he is saying? This will go away. This is not real. You have to face the old age. And when the old age comes, you need support to even walk. Even to walk, you cannot. You cannot walk yourself. So, bewildered fools, are you asking for medications? You want to fix all these things by medication? Even if you try to do, how many more years you are going to take it? Only few more, that's it. See, for example, I am thinking that only few days back I was really going to the high school or primary school. Now I am old, I am about to go to, see, I am seeing my the end is coming. But it just did it in no time. But youth is often blind and deaf to the warnings of these coming old age and death. So a really intelligent person will think what is going to come, what we will become. So with that mind, we have to think what is the topmost reality, which is to go back to Krishna and put an end to this samsara. But there are so many philosophers and so many people, they will say, we will increase the standard of living and all those things that they say. They say, we will increase the standard of living and we will be able to probably even live more time and more time. So for now, you enjoy. You enjoy as much you can while you are here young. Because we have only one life. This is nonsense. This is nonsense. Because, you see, look at here. How many millions of births and deaths that we have gone through. We have been going to heaven. We might be going through some religion. They may say go to heaven, but heavens are temporary again. You may be living there for relatively longer time, but it is temporary. You have to die. So in Vaishnava philosophy, actually, now our Gurudeva is saying, our Gurudeva is everything for us. Our Gurudeva is saying, doing Ashtanga Yoga, bodybuilding, and even doing exercise to focus, to maintain the health. They are all nonsense. They are condemned. So we have to do only the basic things to make ourselves healthy, so that we can do the sadhana. That's all we need. Not like bodybuildings and all those things. So we do not want to have physical strength, but spiritual strength you need. That can be given only by a guru. We cannot really get it ourselves. So we need spiritual strength. And this body, anyway, it is going to go. So that is why he is saying, oh Muda. He is saying very nicely. What is he saying? Krishna Rasayanam Piba. Piba means drink. You really go and then, instead of drinking all these elixirs, these all kinds of tonics and all kinds of medications, these and everything, what do? You don't go and then stand in the queue in the hospitals to really try to fix your problem. But instead, you abandon all these things and sooner you finish this life and go back to Krishna is better. Don't try to keep on hanging here in this. Do not think of extending your life here. Try to just do the sadhana as much as possible. Yesterday's Harikatha that you must have listened. How the topmost devotees are actually feeling. They cannot even survive. They do not want to survive because they want to go to Krishna immediately. They want to see Krishna immediately. That should be our attitude. Otherwise, we are going to be born again. Another animal, another birth, another death. This is what is going to happen. Does not matter how many years you live. You are going to be born again and dead again and born again. So, in this question number 1, am I the body, Gurudeva? You are not the body. You are not the body. You are the soul. And you have a highest goal. You have to go beyond this bodily concept. Health consciousness, wealth consciousness, body consciousness, these are all nonsense. This is Maya. Then the second question is, am I the mind, oh Gurudeva? See? Many people think that we are actually our mind. But mind is actually in the subtle body only. Even though it is inside our gross body, which we see, we are not our mind. This mind is made of material element only, but they are all subtle. We cannot see the mind. Scientists are putting so many research papers, and they are pulling their hairs to find out where our mind is. They developed some hypothesis suggesting that it is in the brain. But it is not true. Because the same scientists have proved, they found out that the plants also have minds. They have proved it. You really play music and it listens to you. It's growing. So it has its own mind. But plants do not have any brain. So that means the mind is not in the brain. So where is it? Scientists cannot answer all these things. Because the science cannot perceive the subtle body. So the scientists also in what? In illusion. Illusion means ignorance. They do not know the reality. Many people think that they are the mind too. It is Maya. So the first question was, am I in the body, Gurudeva? No, I am not the body. So that's the answer is coming, right? Am I the mind, oh Gurudeva? No, I am not the mind either, because when we leave this body and come out, we with the soul and covered with the subtle body, with the mind, intelligent and false ego, you take that become Bhuta. Bhuta means ghost. So you take another birth again, like that you go. So you are only changing the outer garment. That is what is happening. So we are not the mind. Now, third question. Who am I? Who am I, oh Gurudeva? Everyone should ask this very important question. Who am I? When once Socrates was in a crowded marketplace and he just like that bumped onto a police officer. The police officer got angry. He said, who are you? Then Socrates said, I am also trying to find the answer to the same question you asked. I don't know who am I. So who are you? You are not the body. You are also not the subtle body. As I mentioned, we are not our mind. And even our intelligence, what we have is also material intelligence only. What do we study? We study only about these worlds. Brahmandas, whatever that we have, all the five Bhutas and the rules of these, all the laws of gravity, laws of magnetism, laws of electricity, this, everything, they're all these related to this world only. So what kind of the intelligence is there? And then we are thinking, I am so and so, I am high. We don't even recognize and then give respect to our Gurudeva. This is the situation. So, who are you? That's the question. Who am I, oh Gurudeva? Yes, we are a Jiva soul. We are Atma. These bodies, we have taken so many bodies one after another over so many millions of birth and death. Sometimes animals, sometimes birds, sometimes plants, sometimes this. There are 8.4 million kinds of species in this creation. Only very few are human beings. So, if we leave our body, who are we? We are the soul. And what will happen? We will get another birth. That's what Lord Krishna is saying. But he is saying immediately this jiva gets another birth. But that, he is saying that you can avoid. You can put an end to that. You come to me, sarva dharman parityajya. So you just throw everything out and then you worship me. I will take care of everything. Don't worry, he says. Now coming to the fourth question. What is this world, oh Gurudeva? In this birth, we have been born here on this earth. But how many earth-like planets are there? Unlimited. So in our last birth, where were we? We don't know. Because we are covered by this Maya. We do not know where we came from. And even we do not know who we are. And we are not able to see our own Atma. But we are relying on the scientists. The so-called scientists that we are relying on. Can they find out all this? Because Jiva is not material. And similarly, this creation, where did it come from? How it all happened? Scientists are still struggling and struggling. And they are sending so many telescopes in the sky. And the Webb telescope, one telescope they put and they come with some hypothesis. And the another telescope they put more powerful. They prove that whatever they assumed was wrong, completely wrong. But they do not really understand. They do not want to surrender to a guru and then trying to understand how Krishna is playing this Srishti Leela. Srishti means creation. Creation Leela, how he is playing. Mahavishnu isn't just an expansion of Krishna, who is really from his unlimited pores, Romakulam, the pores. He is creating so many Brahmandas, galaxies and clusters and superclusters. Mind-boggling. Scientists are really pulling their hair to understand what is this going on. They come up with these all kinds of things like, this theory, that theory, Big Bang theory, small bang theory, black holes, all Maya. Because this world is actually under this Maya. So that means whatever that we think that we are correct, actually we are not correct. This is where we are running into. So are these worlds real, by the way? What is this world? They are apparently real for us, but they are temporary. It will be destroyed and recreated again and again and again and again. We have been wandering through so many universes and planets. So many scientific, cases are coming in. They are finding out some jivas, somehow or other, they are able to remember some of the past times where they were born in different planetary systems. They had different kinds of bodies. In our planet, we get this kind of body, which is more focused in carbon-based. And there may be some other planetary system, which is all the living entities will be probably silicon-based or nitrogen-based. Like that, they may be having some, we have no idea what is going on. We are still struggling to find out what is there on the moon. We are not able to find out for sure either, which is very near actually. Then the fifth question, why should one die, my Gurudeva? See, we see that people are dying everywhere. Everywhere people are dying. But we think that we will never die. Isn't it? Can anyone so far lived forever? Even the owner of the creator of our planetary system, Brahma is actually the creation god. He's not Krishna. Krishna does not do all these kind of small things, the creating planets and no. That is not his job. He only thinks that the jivas want to really, they try to enjoy this material world. So let me create, he the things about, and his expansion, who is Mahavishnu, is creating the planetary systems. And he puts one jiva who is Brahma. So the Brahma is actually normally a jiva only. And what is the point in worshipping Brahma? What is the point in worshipping a creation god, where he is not Krishna even? So God created the world, but not the way that people understand. God created by just thinking, and then Brahma created it. But we are all trying to run and then, no, oh God, you created within 7 days or something. No, 6 days and 1 day rest. I don't know, where is it coming from? These are all made up stories. So we see in this world, no one can live forever. This is the way that these worlds are actually set up. Because this world does not belong to us. This is not our home. Our real home is in the spiritual world. We are born again, dead again, born again, dead again. And not all those are human bodies either. Sometimes humans, sometimes animals, sometimes birds and insects and trees and plants and so on. There are 8.4 million kinds of species. Not one, not 100, not 1,000. So many. Scientists are now trying to Yes, these are all correct. This is from Padma Purana. It's written. And Darwin theory is based on this Padma Purana. He stole this sloka and he has really created his own theory of evolution. But actually, this is not evolution. It's not that some chemical actually goes from become one body crow, and crow becomes that, and that becomes monkey becomes animal. No, it's all already disproved. It's all junk, nonsense. So what Padma Purana is saying, that is the way the soul is really going from one body to another body and finally human being. That is what is written in Padma Purana. But Darwin took this and then he converted and made this as his own theory of evolution. What a shame. So our body has to die, and even the creator God, Lord Brahma, has to die. And he goes back to again the belly of Mahavishnu. So our life diary is like born, dead, born, dead, born, dead, born, dead, born and dead, born and dead. This is it. So when we die, we only throw over the gross body only. And our soul, and covered with the subtle body, with mind and intelligence and false ego, that becomes the ghost and gets into another body and continues the life. That's a journey of the soul. That's the journey of the soul. So depending on our karma, our activities, we receive another body. We may be doing all kinds of sinful things. Then we have to go and then face the hell. And if you do some good things, you will be given to heaven. But that is not what our philosophies go beyond these heavens. That is about our Lord Krishna, Supreme Lord. So for example, if we eat meat, we will be born as a tiger or a lion or whatever it is, because you can eat freely now. There is no sin anymore. You just eat, go. I see, we are at the danger of taking all these kind of things. 6th question. Where do they go, O Gurudeva? Where do they go? So when we die, we the soul leave this gross body and goes to some other planet, wherever they, depending on the karma, and you'll be born there. It all depends on what we do in our life. That how it is like this, because the soul, along with the subtle body together as a ghost, we cannot see, and it just goes out, gets another body. It is like what? Changing our dress. Vasanji jirnani yeta vihaya navani grignati naroperani tadasirani vihaya jirnayanya nyani sanyati navandehi. So basically, as a person who is changing the cloth, because the cloth is worn out now, we cannot use that anymore. It's so bad. You cannot keep on switching and use it again. So what do? You throw the garment out and wears a new one. The same way, at the time of death, the soul throws out this worn out body when it becomes old, or done in accident, whatever, it's gone, and it gets another body. This is what Lord Krishna is saying. Now the 7th one. Why do people get old, Gurudeva? Why do they get old, Gurudeva? Why do they get old? All the material worlds are made up with these 3 kinds of miseries only, which are encapsulated in the 4 kinds of higher level miseries. What are they? Birth, diseases, old age, death. Nobody can actually stop this. It's not possible. And when we are in this birth, we are actually living. And birth, disease, old age, before death, we have to face. But in addition to that, there is 3 other kinds of miseries. Our body creates problem. Isn't it? As we grow, the problems will be more. Even when we are born, what is the guarantee that we will be born with all the parts in good condition? We may have problem in our brain. We may be having problem in our legs, or we may be born as blind, or we may be born as deaf, And what can we do? See? So our body itself will create problem too as we go, as we live. This is Adhyatmika that we are talking about. Not only body, our mind also gives problem. If there is no problem by body, mind will come and then say, yes, here I am going to create problems. Then Adhibhautika is, others are also going to make problem. In fact, in Nigeria, it's always a problem. Government is constant problem. Always somebody, actually I really heard that somebody actually, like robbery is so common. You cannot, anything can be robbed in any time. They even put a hole on your top of the home and then get inside. So by others we have problem. Terrorists, that's a problem. Wars. How many wars are going on? Then Adidevika is, in addition to that, the gods will create problem, nature problem, feminine, these flood and hurricane, earthquake, tsunami, one after another. So why do these miseries created by Lord Krishna? Because we have to understand that we are not material, we are spiritual. He does not want us to get stuck here because this is not natural. We have to go back to Him. So that is why He says, come to me, because you are not going to be happy in this world. You get old. Why you get old? Because that is the nature of this material world. Maam gupetya punarjanma dukkalayam ashashvatam napnuvandi mahatmanaha sansittim paramam gata. See, you come to me. If you come to me, then how will you come? You have to do devotion. To do devotion, you need a guru. Otherwise, what will you do? You are on the well. You have gone. You have basically got inside the well and trying to really get out. You cannot get out without help. Somebody has to put a rope. And even if somebody is putting a rope, your ego is so bad, you do not want to even take hold of the rope and then come out. This is unfortunate. So Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, yes, come out of all these things. And how? You surrender to a guru. That's what we started with. And then you come to me. Then you don't have to worry about anything. Then, why can't they live ever, Gurudeva? See, why can't they live forever? Because material worlds are temporary. Because Krishna has different kinds of energies. One is his own internal energy, and then the another one is Bahiranga energy. Bahiranga is basically all external. So that is Maya. That is basically all the worlds and the Jadaloka, everything is all these worlds. Because these material worlds are temporary, and the Jivatma who came from the third, which is Tadastha Sakti of Krishna, because they are weak, they are small, they get into this Maya. This Maya is the illusion that is in this material world. So the material world, everything is illusion only. It is not real in the sense, it will be destroyed. It's not real. And whatever the jivas are thinking, they are not correct. We are not the body. We are not the mind. This world is not going to give us happiness. So the material things undergo decay. They rot. They burn. As our body is also made of material things, they decay, rot and destroyed. So we cannot live forever in these material worlds. Even Lord Brahma, who is the creator God, has to die. Of course, it is in his own time frame, which is way, so many, some millions or trillions, billions of years, or maybe trillions of years of our time, but still he has to die. So one can never ever live in this material world. But where will you live ever, forever? Gurudeva, yes, you are asking, why can't I live here ever, here? That's not possible. You can live ever, surely, but in the spiritual world along with Krishna. And the ninth question is, Where did I come from, Gurudeva? Where did I come from? Where did I come from? Do you know? Now we know that we are not the body, but our souls. We came from Lord Krishna, the Supreme. So all these souls actually are part and parcel of this Krishna only. We came from Lord Krishna. He is the Supreme Lord. From him, this part and parcel, small fragment, unlimited fragments, that jivas come from him, and we are that jiva. He is the God of all the gods. So each jiva is like a spark coming out from a big fire. We came from Krishna. We are thus part and parcel of Krishna. And where will I go, my Gurudeva? Where will I go? We don't know. When we leave this body, where will I go? Do you know where you want to go? Most of the souls will take birth in new bodies only. 99% or even more. They could be animals, birds, insects and plants and so on. Immediately. There will be body waiting for you depending on your karma. Karma means your activities in this world. If you did some good things, you will get some good body to it. And if you did bad things, you will get worst body. This is a normal routine because of our karmas, that we will be taking one body after another. However, he says, but if you worship me, yes, I will take you. You don't have to worry about it. No, don't fear. But at the same time, if your mind is getting tricked so that you want to enjoy more in this world, enjoy. Of course, you cannot enjoy. And in that process, you are actually going worshipping so many gods here and there. Where will they go? Yandi Deva, Bruta Devan, Petr Yandi, Petr Brataha, Bhutani, Yandi Putejam, Yandi Madhya Dino Abhimam, Yandi Deva, Bruta Devan. He says, if you want to, because your mind is tricking to enjoy. You want to stick around in this world as much as possible. But that's not what Mukundamala Sutra, Kulashekar Alvar is saying. No, you are fool number one. You are trying to take some medications, these medicines, these, that, everything, so that you want to continue living here. What a fool you are. You cannot do this. You cannot fix it. But instead of drinking this kind of tonics and medicines, what you should do? Drink the Amrit of Krishna Nama. That's what is the Krishna Nama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That is the Amrit. That is the nectar. This is what the nectar you should drink. Instead of drinking the tonics and the medicines. But if you try to enjoy in this world and you want to be really here as much as possible, trying to linger around, Maya, Durga Devi will keep on beating you. He will give you one problem after another problem. She's not going to solve. But that is why he says, if you are actually worshipping those, you will go there only. So he is saying, if you worship those kind of gods, which are actually subordinate, they are servants to me, you will reach only them. But whatever is the prayer you do, that will come to me only, because that servants, the gods are my servant, they cannot take any of the prayers. If you worship them, that worship, they have to give it to me. But they cannot come to me. Where will they? Yandideva, Britandevan. You go to their planetary systems. Those gods will have some temporary planetary systems. At the end of this annihilation, when Brahmadeva is finished, one Brahma is finished, another Brahma is about to come, everything will be annihilated. All these lokas of these devas, the gods, will be also gone, finished. Where will they go? That's not intelligent thing to really go that way. So what we should do is, you should worship Krishna only, Krishna only. That is what the 11th, last one is coming is, what should I do, O Gurudeva? What should I do? That depends on your goal. You want to take another animal in a body? Then that is your goal. If you want to go to the planetary systems of those the gods, because village gods are there, and also there are so many spirits are there who even want flesh and wine and things like that. If you go, get lost. It depending on your goal. Whatever you are liking, you have freedom. I have given you the freedom to choose. I am not forcing you anything. So if you want to go to heaven and enjoy, then you can worship other gods. But I am not going to give you heaven. Heaven is not mine. No. Heavens are not permanent. If you come to me, I want to give you something which is permanent. That's why Gita, it says that. Even Vedas, all the things and study the Vedas and do all the yajna, they go to heaven, enjoy, and then again come back to square one again, back to square one. But if you worship Krishna, if you worship me, you will come to me. That's what that sloka, Yanti Deva. See, if you worship me, you will surely come to me. But going Krishna is not that easy. Without the need of a guru, without a blessing of a guru, simply not possible. That is the way Krishna has arranged. But the gods, you don't need any guru, you go. Because they cannot give the ultimate. So when you try to get something very ultimate, very topmost, you have to really struggle. You have to go through the process, and you have to be qualified to really reach Krishna. That qualification has to really come by proper training under the guidance of a guru, bona fide guru. So we should surrender to a guru and perform bhakti sadhana. We cannot do bhakti sadhana. We cannot do Krishna consciousness ourselves. Just not possible. What is that? Chanting, worshipping, doing nama sankirtan. That is called sadhana. That is the sadhana. But the sad truth about us is, this hour we are in illusion. So many people we are seeing. Next birth we will be probably seeing different kinds of people. If at all we get a human body, what is the guarantee that we will get a human body? So the sad truth about us and our life is illusion. We are completely submerged in illusion. People are in illusion. Illusion means understanding something in a wrong way. If we think that we are the body, it is illusion. This illusion is called Maya. Maya means which is not real, not the truth. How to understand about Maya? Maya means which is not. Here is an example. Is it a rope or a snake? It is one or the other only. It cannot be both. If it is a rope and we think that it is a snake, then it is a Maya, illusion. Or if it is really a snake and we think it is a rope, then also it is a Maya. So that is how the examples I have given. We think that we are the body, but actually we are not. We think that this world is ours, but actually it is not. We think that our relatives are real, but actually they are not. We think we can enjoy this world, but actually we cannot. We think that we are intelligent, but we are not. We are foolish. Now, if we go a little more deep, we think that the purpose of human life, is to just live and die like other species or other people, so-called the materialistic people. That is Maya. If we think that by having more money we will be more happy, that is Maya. If we think that having a beautiful wife we will be happy, but that is utter Maya. Because if you have a beautiful wife, your life is completely spoiled. And if we think that devotion is only for the old people, you are under Maya. So Maya Devi is in charge of all the material worlds, ruling like this. But what we do? We try to go and then worship this Durga. What we should really ask Durga Devi is, oh Durga Devi, please give me Krishna. Then she becomes Yoga Maya. Isn't it? Otherwise, look at the picture. Because from the pores of Mahavishnu, millions of planetary systems are emerging, universes are coming out. Everything is controlled by Durga Devi only. So we are subjected to the rules what she has put in. And because of her power, a jiva who desires to enjoy this material world is trapped in this world. So the enjoyment that the jiva is trying to get is an illusion. There is no enjoyment in this world. How do the jivas trapped by Durga Devi? She traps the jivas in 4 kinds of illusions. With that I will end here. It's called Swarupa Brahma, not Lord Brahma. Brahma is illusion. Brahma means illusion. Brahma Vimohana or Vimohana. It's a Brahma. Swarupa means our natural situation. So Brahma Swarupa Brahma means with respect to our natural identity, real identity, we have the illusion. What is the true situation? Our real Swarupa is that every jiva is a servant of Krishna. Swarupa Brahma is again 4 types. Okay, don't worry about the slokas and everything. It says Swatatve Paradatve cha Satya Sadhana Tattvayo Virodi Vishaye Chaiva Tattva Brahma Sadur Vidaha. So this is not Lord Brahma. Again, remember, this is illusion. BHRAMA. So there are 4 kinds. Jiva Swarupa. Okay, now little higher. Okay, just listen attentively. One is called Jiva Swarupa Brahma. Then second one is Paradattva Brahma. Third is Satya Sadhana Tattva Brahma. And then fourth is Bhajana Virodi Vishaya Brahma. Okay, don't worry too much again. Now if we see what is the Jiva Swarupa Brahma, Jiva cannot realize his own transcendental form due to ignorance. That is why we need a guru. Somebody has to do some operation to really remove the cataract so that we get the spiritual eyes. Not the physical eyes, the spiritual eyes. So the jiva otherwise cannot realize his own transcendental form because of ignorance. He has forgotten his real Swarupa, the real nature. That is called Jiva Swarupa Brahma. What is that? The reality is, yes, jiva is a servant of Krishna. But because he thinks himself to the enjoyer or the master, that is an illusion. He is suffering in this world. As soon as we realize, hey, what is my Jiva Swarupa? My Jiva Swarupa is Jiva Swarupa Haya is Krishna Nitya Dasa. I am a servant of Krishna. That is my permanent identity. Then you are out of the illusion. Then what is the Paratattva Brahma? Paratattva Brahma means it is about absolute truth. Not knowing this, the living entity becomes illusion. Who is Paratattva? Who is the ultimate God? You read some Vishnu Purana saying that Krishna is avatar. You read something else, it says something else. Like that. But why don't you read the proper authentic scripture and try to find out? That is why we don't know who is the God. Sometimes he worships Lord Shiva, sometimes he worships Lord Brahma, sometimes she worships the Durga Devi, sometimes this, sometimes that, and sometimes another demigod or goddess or even village gods. Even spirits they live. And sometimes even ancestors, ancestors, spirits and ghosts they worship. What will happen? This is illusion. Because they have ego, they do not want to take a guru and then so that he can come to Krishna. So the inability to correctly ascertain the absolute truth is called Paratattva Brahma. Then what is Satya Sadhana Brahma? According to the scriptures, Krishna Prema is the only goal, Satya. Satya means that is the supreme goal. And that can be obtained only by bhakti. That is sadhana. Sadhana, so bhakti sadhana. So the conditioned living entity is not able to decide what is the ultimate goal. Isn't it? Ultimate goal, they are thinking, oh, it is self-enjoyment. I have to enjoy. Or sense, I have to satisfy my senses. Or I have to get moksha. Not Krishna Prema. They are confused. And they do karma yoga, jnana yoga, and all those things they do. But this is satya sadhana brahma, illusion. They are thinking by doing Ashtanga yoga, I am going to be all right. I will get the highest goal. By doing transcendental meditation, meditating on nothing, I will attain the highest. That is illusion. So, taking, you're doing Ashtanga yoga, or bodybuilding, or this karma yoga, jnana yoga, they are not the ultimate goal. If one cannot know what is the ultimate goal, it is not possible to ascertain what practice that the jiva has to do. And without the practice, it is not possible to attain the goal, isn't it? If you don't know what is the goal, how will you attain? You have to know what is your goal first. Your goal is to enjoy sense enjoyment. That is your choice. So it is only by the mercy of Vaishnavas that one can obtain the fortune to understand that bhakti is the only auspicious sadhana. And prema, that is Krishna prema, is the only satya. And there are two kinds of, again, prema also has two kinds, Aishwarya para and Madhurya para. I am not going to go into detail. Now let us look at the last one. What is bhajana virodhi vishaya brahma? What that means is, anything that is opposing to get Krishna bhakti is virodhi. Virodhi means enemy. Virodhi Brahma. So other than Krishna bhakti, suppose somebody is telling something else which is against Krishna bhakti, it is virodhi Brahma. That is another illusion. So if you see in the picture, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was actually the follower of Sripad Shankaracharya. So who really has proposed Mayavadism or Advaitavada. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu completely tore that into pieces. And she fell at the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. So, and how can we escape from this illusion of this Maya? Lord Krishna says, Maya is my own energy only. She is my sister. You cannot just like that by yourself can really try to really fight with you to get out. No. It is my energy. You cannot really do any war against me, my own energy. So what we should do? He says that my energy, which is called Maya, is acting in three gunas, sattvic, rajasic and tamasic. Jivas have no power to come out from her control. But Lord Krishna is telling something one. Devi yesha gunamayi mama maya durataya mam yeva ye prapandyante mayam etam tarandite. Bhagavad Gita 7th chapter 14th verse. He says, yes, my energy, that Maya, you cannot defeat her. You cannot get out of her easily. No way. What you have to do? You catch hold of my feet. See the picture? You catch hold of my feet. See, remember, like suppose somebody chasing you to really kill you, and what you do? You run to somebody, some help, and suppose there's a big guy who can protect you, you just catch hold of him. That's it. Oh, please help me, please help me. Yes. What is that? How we do that? Huh? Because without surrendering unto my lotus feet, you cannot get away from my illusory energy. This Maya is illusory energy, his own energy. What is that? That is Hare Krishna. This is it. You chant my name, my holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. So, yes, for that, we need to have proper guide, who can actually teach us how to chant, and who can teach us all the 9 angas of bhakti, so that we can be connected to Lord Krishna, and at his lotus feet we will be there forever, and for that we have to chant. Okay, now that is why Krishna consciousness is not easy. It's not for everybody. So before we really get into that, actually not necessary. When you start chanting, all the bad effects will go away. That is why we have the 4 pillars of Krishna consciousness. What are those 4 pillars? Number 1 is no meat eating, no egg, no fish. We do not want to kill other animals to satisfy our tongues and belly. Every living species have different levels of nervous system development. More developed the nervous system, more pain it will give. Suppose you are actually taking a plant. No pain, because the pain index is 0. There is no pain because there is no nervous system. So the more like worms, insects, birds, animals, and then finally human being, their nervous system, if you study the biology, science, you will see the nervous system is more and more and more developed. So the pain will be more and more and more. That is why we should not kill those. Isn't it? So this is the reason we should not, because in Tirukural there is some statement coming. What he is saying is, if you really make your body grow by killing other animals, you are not going to get the mercy of the God at all. And second is no intoxication, no alcohol, no stimulants, no, because otherwise our mind will get contaminated. So no intoxication. So if our mind is contaminated, we cannot think about God and cannot grasp or understand spiritual knowledge. So no wine, no liquor, no drinks, no smoking, not even coffee or tea, if it is possible. No stimulant, basically. And the third is no gambling. There are so many people got into this habit of getting into lottery system, playing with money and betting on horse races. They will not come to Krishna consciousness. They have no way, no qualification. And going to casinos and also trying to make quick money by doing like stock markets and options and all kinds of things. All these make our mind so contaminated. And no devotional practice is possible if we do this. We are gone case. And the last is no unmarital relation. Yes, no, because the Western countries, this is the big problem. Outside marriage, one should not have any man and woman relationship. So, but when we chant and chant in the temple, wherever you can, you will automatically know all these bad habits will slowly go away. You may be eating meat, but you keep chanting and keep chanting and chanting and chanting. Then you will develop a disgust in meat. You will develop a disgust in the wine. You will actually feel a disgust in actually trying to really make profit and this and that. So it is automatically will happen. So the chanting alone will take care of everything. And that will make you to understand who you are, like how you are related to Krishna as a servant, eternal loving servant of Krishna. And that is the natural, our identity. And how you do it? Chanting under the guidance of a guru. Just to chant, everything will be taken care. That's all you have to do, chant. Okay? All right. So, Vanja Kalpa Dharipchecha, Kripa Sindhu Piyevacha, Paditanam Bhavanepyo, Vaishnavepyo, Namo Namaha. One last time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That way, we all can go back to Krishna, which is the highest goal. Topmost goal is Krishna. Hare Krishna.